What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are back with Ghost of Yotei. Holy shit, my headset is turned way the fuck up. Ah, man. I hope everybody had a good day yesterday. I did a good amount of work, you know. Finally got to mow the lawn. Day wasn't rainy. Even got started in my backyard. It's like the first time that I'm actually mowing the backyard after the winter, so it's extra long. It stays wet for a long time, so it's a bitch and a half to get through. You know, generic complaints. All I can say is I finished mowing, and then I went and took a nap, and then that nap ended up with me waking up at 2 in the morning going, shit. Sorry if my man, it's weird. My mic settings are blowing up.
You are not ready yet. But if you continue your
All
training,
right, generic.
one day you will be.
Sorry if there's maybe a
Welcome,
weird
Matsu.
offset from what you're
today.
seeing in
You are
my
dismissed.
commentary
Yes,
slash if the volume seemed to suddenly change, I had to
This place is
stop the
livelier
recording
than
and
that
do
island
some
where we first
changes to my
Thanks to
audio
you,
settings.
My
Something
students
weird
have
happened.
returned from the lumberyard, and Kotetsu has already forged spears.
I think I got it fixed.
We will become a force the raiders cannot ignore.
I have continued the path of the Yari.
Then you are ready for your next lesson. Strike this persimmon tree with your spear. Strike the tree with your spear.
I don't understand. Nothing happened.
Every weapon here is from a fallen student, or one who has mastered the Yari.
Which is which?
It does not matter. They all symbolize a pupil whose time with me has come to an end. This stubborn tree does not share its fruit easily, but it can be convinced. When you are able to strike this tree so it drops a single fruit, your time with me will be complete.
When that day comes, I'll take a bite and let you have the rest. I hate persimmon.
I look forward to that day.
Couple
let's
questions here
continue your
from
training.
the
Come
kid
with me.
here. One, what does persimmon taste like? I actually don't know. I don't think I've ever actually had a persimmon. Number two,
Where did you go?
can you actually knock a could you do, like, I could understand if, like, we're using a sword or some sort of club. That, you know, because I feel like the vibration would be a little more agitating to the tree branches to get the fruit to fall. But a spear strike is more you're trying to pierce, not... I don't know. I don't think the I don't know. Essentially what I'm saying is I don't feel like a good spear strike should actually try and have everything fall apart. I don't know.
It's clear you're ready for more advanced techniques.
More than ready.
Good. Your next lesson will be inside the dojo.
You might want to replace those doors, buddy.
These scrolls depict my signature technique, the Thundering Wave. Read them. Tell me what you see.
It opens by swinging the Yari in a large arc.
To give you space on the battlefield.
Followed by a charge,
Where you will carry your enemy on the end of your spear.
like a fish. It ends with your enemy thrown off their feet.
It is an advanced technique.
Why are you showing it to me now?
Because I intend to unleash my full fury against the raiders. No more hiding. No more holding back. Now, try it on these straw targets. Again. Excellent.
I have
Hudson.
not picked this game up in a long time because I have so much already pre-recorded. Like I could probably not play this game for another like month and a half to 2 months if I'm doing daily uploads and everything. By the time with everything else I'm doing, I like I said, I could probably not play this game for another month and a half, and I still have plenty of content. I am going to have there's going to, at some point, be such a massive drop in competency for me playing this game. Because it's like, oh, at one point I'm like, yeah, it looks like I've really got an understanding of how everything works, I'm doing really well, and then suddenly, oh shit, I've suddenly gone back to the very beginning. Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
Nishikawa was one of my younger students.
They won't get away with this.
There are raider strongholds throughout Ishikari Plain. Hitting them would send a message.
Consider it done.
The Oni must die.
He will.
Remember what I said before. No task is impossible. With our help, we will be victorious, and Ishikari Plain will be free.
I gotta say, I really like the design of the Yari, of the spear itself. Just a lot of times with spears, you either see them designed to be piercing or like pole arms. It's either a lot of piercing or slashing. There's usually not a lot of spear designs that I've seen that do both. Where the Yari, because the tip is essentially almost kind of like a small sword. So it can cut. I mean, it's mostly going to be a stabbing weapon. But you can perform cuts and slashes and have them actually be effective. Though I will say, probably my favorite polearm is the, oh god, I cannot remember what the hell they're called. They're the Chinese, people call, I've seen them referred to as treasure blades, and something like Kingdom.
No, not like that. Power comes from the hips.
It's been so long since I've read Kingdom, but the main character gets one from the, was it Aoki? Was he that weird general with the giant lips that took an interest in the main character? God damn it, I've got to read Kingdom again. That's such a good fucking manga. It's just so long. I say that as I am a One Piece fan. Oh my god. I say that and I suddenly say, like, as a One Piece fan, but I am so far behind. I'm trying to think where I stopped reading the manga. The manga I probably stopped around, I want to say Dressrosa or Zoe. So yeah, I think manga-wise, I need to read through Whole Cake, Onigashima, or through Wano, all of Egghead, and now we're into Elbath. Which, holy shit, Nami looks good. Sorry, I know I'm a massive simp. I'm essentially like I am like Oda. I love Nami. Leave me alone.
Isaburo, bit of a dangerous place to be mapping out Ezo.
I have noticed.
I saw some people's like, Oda's so disgusting for the way he draws characters and blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, fuck off.
Before we all get burned to death.
Like, how dare you draw Nami this way? I'm like, Oda loves Nami. How dare you? I mean, he married Nami, essentially. And not in the creepy way that Rent-a-Girlfriend's author is trying to marry his main character. No, Oda married a Nami cosplayer. Well, I don't think cosplay is the right term. She played Nami in a Japanese stage show of One Piece. So, you know, well done. Well done, Oda. Yeah, man, I'm so far behind on the manga. Hell, I'm really far behind on the anime, too. Because I think I was just getting into Wano when I'm like, I gotta, you know, just because I watched the same thing for so long, and I'm like, I've got to take a break and go watch something else for a little bit. But I'm like, man, now I've gotten off it for way too long. I need to get back into it. What was I talking about? Oh, right, I was originally talking about Kingdom. God damn it, that's a good manga. If you have not read Kingdom, I heavily suggest reading Kingdom. It is really fucking good. I would not... This is one of the few times I would suggest don't watch the anime, just because the anime is like in 3D. It's very odd. It's just weird to look at. I mean, usually I'm one of those guys, you know, do whatever you want, you know, read the anime and watch the manga. Wait, read the anime, watch the manga.
You're making the market
Now how that
residents
works.
nervous.
Old man Shozo giving you trouble?
They might calm down if they knew why you were
Oh,
watching
right,
them.
this is that guy that was standing up in that
A
cliff,
story
like,
better
once we
told with
got
you.
there.
Please.
Once we got to the market, like, what, a few episodes ago? Yeah, this dude was just standing up there being creepy.
I've been marinating those mushrooms for hours. Special recipe I learned from a friend.
But yeah, like I was saying, I'm usually very much, do what you want, you know, watch the anime, read the manga, you know, and I'm not usually one of those people who's going to say one is definitively better, unless it's very
this is the
obvious,
graveyard
but,
nearby.
oh my god, man, the
Left a daughter.
anime for
She
Kingdom
works in
looks
the market.
very odd.
I promised I would protect her.
It's,
Why keep your distance?
oh, there was another anime that
Ronin.
did something very similar
Life
to
I
it,
lead,
which has a really
I
good
don't want
manga. I just
anywhere near
cannot watch. It's a fighting series. It's kind of
I
like
just wish
Baki, but
I
not
had the courage
Baki.
to give her this keepsake.
Sen-
It was her father's.
I can
I
take it to
gotta
her.
check something on Google.
A rare kindness. Thank you. Her name is Mine. She cleans the building next to the sake house.
Okay, it was not what I thought it was. And again, I have not... I forgot the name of the manga, and I don't... It's not on my main app, and I can't remember where I was reading it, so I've totally lost track of what it was. But again, it was another really good, kind of like a martial arts series that did a 3D thing with its anime, and I'm like, I would love to watch the anime. It looks so gross.
Keep walking.
Another mercenary?
Little bit of kindness, please. Thank you, stranger. How can I repay you?
Just find yourself something to eat.
Lost my train of thought. Shit. All right, if you have never
I miss having more.
Mine,
read
have
/
something
watch
for you.
Kingdom
My
and are
father's
wondering
lucky
like
charm.
what the hell's it about,
That man
it is set in
looked at this
China
didn't he?
with
You know
a
about
young
him?
man and
He used
his.
to visit me when my father was
I can't remember if they were both
he
adopted
watches over
or if only one of them
Don't
was.
intend to.
I believe the main character's name
Why
was
not say
Shu.
anything?
Like I said, it's been a while since I've read it. I need to go back and read it again.
A samurai without a master lacks purpose.
Long and short,
If protecting me gives him
main
direction,
character's buddy
who
looks
am I
just
to take
like
that
the
away?
crown prince. He's brought in
So
to be a
long as
body
it's not
double.
bothering
He
you.
ends up losing his
The only man
life,
he's bothering is that crotchety old man across
and
the
the
way.
main character ends up
But
getting
thank
drawn
you.
into protecting the actual prince in this whole thing, which lead and stopping the plot against him. He and the prince end up becoming good friends because of the whole thing. Like I said, I'm trying to remember the opening bits, and it essentially ends with Shu wanting to become a soldier. And not even a soldier. Want to become like a great soldier, essentially. And it starts at the very bottom. Like, he starts as just kind of like a levied, just foot soldier, you know, and they explain how the 5-man unit works, and then building up, then he slowly becomes kind of like a lieutenant, like a sergeant, a lieutenant, and you know, he's slowly gaining more and more power. You know, he gets kind of like a eventually ends up in like this 3-way sort of battle for which of these young men are going to be like one of these great generals. And it really has there is so much to the series. It is really good. You always wonder, you know, are characters going to end up dead? Not, because it's one of those that it very well may just, you know, kill off a main character, and you'd never know. Or, you know, it might just kill off a main character at any time. It's one of those series where it's not a it keeps you on your toes. It's really, really fucking good. It is just really, really long. We're talking over, I think, 600-700 chapters, and I think it's still ongoing. Nope, it is still ongoing. It has been ongoing since 2006. Not as long as One Piece, but hey, man, credit to them. Credit to the author. I mean, the art's really good. The characters are great. The stories are really awesome. As you see them going through multiple battles, they're going through multiple different conflicts. I mean, there's a whole thing between the Empress Dowager and the Prince slash becoming, you know, the Prince slash Emperor, and then there's, you know what I mean. So like, there's political court drama. There's political court drama. There's, you know, like battle scenes that are really good. There are, and I'd even say it's not one of those where it's like, oh, I have like all these special techniques, and no, it is very much I mean, like, there are moments where, yeah, you see characters break out like a special technique that they're known for, but it's not like we're going to sit here and scream out our moves as we fight kind of series. It's very down to earth in a lot of ways. It is so fucking good. Like I said, I'm hyping it up, going, God, I gotta read it again.
Is that her? You saved us the trouble of finding you on the O.
This won't end the way you hope.
But yeah, political intrigue, great, you know, like battle scenes. There are even a lot of kind of questions of like actual ethics of war, and you know, is it right to, you know, how do you treat the civilians who are just caught in the way? You know, there are some generals who believe in, you know, they're of this place, you know, it's perfectly fine to loot them and do it, you know, and do whatever, while others are very more, yeah, good wolf. You know, it's not honorable. It's, you know, all that sort of stuff. You know, how do we handle prisoners of war? How do you handle losing situations? You know, do you sacrifice some people? Do you do this, that? I mean, it is a, again, it is a really good series. I can't gas it up enough. He's still swinging while he's falling down. No, you die. Yeah, that's not a very well, like, designed entry to this base. I mean, come on, you could hide that a little better, because it's very clear, like, where I'm supposed to...
Garrison, this should be where the warrior's friend is being held.
You know, like it's very clear how I'm supposed to get into this base. Like, you also think they'd try and put up, like, some sort of, like, temporary barrier or something. Instead, no, just, let's just leave a giant gaping hole. You know, let's leave this giant gaping hole in our you know, garrison walls. And this little very climbable, I'm trying to say rock formation. Let's go with that. You know, I mean, it's one of those you just look at it and go, this is clearly not going to end well. I love the look of that castle up there on that mountain. It looks sick. So apparently this game's online mode. Did I talk about this in the last video? I saw some people talking about this a little while back. But yeah, apparently this game's online mode didn't do well. And I'm like, yeah, didn't Ghost of Tsushima's not either? You know, it's not. I'm not surprised.
You won't be so brave when faced with a pirate.
I still think, yeah, this game. I don't think this game gets enough credit. I really don't. I really enjoyed this game. You know, I think this really could have been modern audience slop, and it really isn't. It's I think a very good sequel to Ghost of Tsushima.
I have to sit down and sharpen my blades.
Yeah, that's a little bit of my Master Duel tendencies coming out. You know, I see a button, yeah, I click it. And if anybody has no idea what I'm talking about, if you play Master Duel long enough, you're going to see plenty of players who will just start clicking shit. And when, you know, the prompt comes up, oh, do you want to activate this card? They'll just go, yeah. And then end up being locked into a move they didn't really want to make. Excuse me. Hiccup. Yeah, that happens to me. Thankfully, not a lot, but it happens. But yeah, man, I really do think this game is a very good,
Let's see you fight.
a very good continuation for Tsushima. I hope it gets a sequel. I hope, you know, the Ghost of, you know, kind of continues, that they can find like more settings and everything to do these games with. Though hell, I'm, you know, take whatever I say with a grain of salt, because I'm still the guy sitting here asking, hey, can Days Gone get a sequel yet? still want Days Gone to get a sequel, man. That game was so fucking good. Oh, it is a crime, that game, that Sony just decided, nah, no, we don't want to make a sequel to that game. Nah, fuck you. Well, I've been having a good laugh. I've been seeing people going, oh my gosh, Sony is, I've seen people bitching this. Oh my gosh, Sony's is going to start pulling their games away from PC players, which, on the one hand, I never cared that they were giving their games to PC players in the first place.
I see someone.
And I know that's probably going to get some people going, AJ, aren't you usually the guy who says exclusives are really good? Yeah, but kind of like I don't really think Nintendo is 100% competing with PlayStation and Xbox. I don't consider PC competing with PlayStation and Xbox. I can go into that in a second of why I don't think that, and whatever. But it really makes me scratch my head, because I saw people who were bitching that, because these people that I've seen that have been going, oh my gosh, they're pulling it away, they're pulling their stuff from PC. Oh, it's a terrible business decision. Like, but I've seen people going that it was a terrible business decision to do it. These same people were saying that when that first happened. I'm like, well, you gotta pick one. But no, if your question is what do I mean by yes, they're all video game companies, but I kind of feel like they're all trying to do something a little different, which frankly, you shouldn't be trying to knock down PCs, because you're never going to do it. Plus, I kind of consider the PC market and the console market kind of separate. So it's one of those, release your games on PC, it's really not going to hurt anything. It's when you start, if Sony would start giving its games over to Xbox, then I think you've got more of a problem than if you're letting your games being sold on Steam. But I consider for like the home console market, I think Sony and Xbox are really the two big competitors. Yes, I understand there is Nintendo, but the Switch I don't fully consider a home console. It's really kind of its own jam, as being this kind of like pseudo home console, pseudo mobile console. So Nintendo always kind of dances to its own beat, which I think is awesome. Good for Nintendo. But yeah, I really think PC is, like I said, is its own jam, where I think the market for games and everything is just it's so different. Where it's like I said, when I consider like the console war, the two competitors, it's really Sony and Xbox that I consider to be the really interesting competition, quote unquote, to watch. Because yes, I don't mean that competition in the fact that yes, they're business competitors, they're all fighting for a piece of the pie of the overall gaming market, but I think Sony and Xbox are direct competitors for the same piece of the market. If that, again, hopefully this is making some sort of sense. It makes sense up in my brain, but my brain is a very frightening place that nobody wants to be, so I frankly don't want to be there either. What started that weird rant? Oh, right, yeah. Sony pulling games from Steam. Yeah, like I said, I didn't give a shit. Because frankly, I never played my Sony games on Steam. I played them on PlayStation. And I know some people go, oh, they're so much better on Steam. They look better. And blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I get it. My problem is I'm not going to spend the money to get a game that's for the game to look as good as people are like, oh, it looks so fucking amazing. I'm like, I'm not going to spend that money on a PC. I don't have the cash.
Training, but I'll need more if I'm
so
going to help
I play
Sensei
smaller titles. I
Takahashi
play
fight
stuff
back
that
against
works
the
better for mouse and
I'm sure he'll
keyboard
be glad to
on
have you join his
Steam.
ranks.
But that's
The raiders took all
again,
the money I
whole
have,
thing.
but here's something I managed to keep from them. I want
I
you
wouldn't
to
touch it.
have it.
Thank you.
Nope. Atsu, it's probably hidden up his prison wallet. I'll let anybody who doesn't know what a prison wallet is, I'll let you make your guesses. I like that song. When did I learn that one? Huh. Like, I've been trying to keep files on all the different individual shamisen songs, just so I could kind of keep them for if I ever go over time and I'm going to just kind of do my outro over a generic screen so I could play something in the background. Huh. I thought I only learned 3 shamisen songs. Well, I guess it would have been 3 at this point. Sorry, I saved one recording for a future episode. I just did the editing recently. It's yeah. Don't listen to me. I'm doing that thing where I speak my thoughts out loud, and where everybody else is sitting there going, "What the fuck is he talking about?" I'm trying to explain something to myself, and it makes no goddamn sense. Yes, Rose, you're very cute, and I'm glad that you're here. You can be here and be quiet and sit on the desk. Because if you do what you did last time, I'm going to put you outside. I'm kidding, I wouldn't put you outside. You're too cute and cuddly.
Let us find the right
But I was
dice.
very upset with you.
Which dice call to you?
If your question is, oh, what did the pretty kitty do? Oh, well, you know, it was on Sunday. Her and other cats, because I was the only one at home. Everybody else was at the 500. I was the only one here at home, just watching the house. And all the cats were hanging around me, along with the dogs, and everybody was trying to get up on my desk, and cords got yanked, and I was very upset. I was trying to do some work, and they were not letting me. If you would ask, AJ, you said your parent, you know, everyone else was at something. Why didn't you go? I don't like racing. I just don't find it super interesting. And mix that with the fact if I'm gonna day drink, I can do it at home and throw up in my own bathroom. It's not fun doing that in a big public bathroom. Okay, if I was going to do that, which first off I wouldn't. You'd not enough money in the world to pay my fat ass to try and climb up a mountain. But okay, you're going to throw up a grappling hook. How about you do that before you launch yourself into the air? I feel that's much safer.
caravan. Like the one Bloody Strings Hachibe runs with.
Some like bastards. Always look down on me.
Can you tell me...
Leave, stranger.
All right, that was a little rude, lady.
Best if you keep walking, stranger.
Excuse me,
I have nothing to say.
something's got them spooked. I'm looking for...
Please, go away. You start trouble, I'll finish it.
You the caravan leader? I'm looking for someone.
There's no one here worth finding.
Not even Bloody Strings Hachibe?
How do you know that name?
Which one is he?
If only it was so easy. I'll show you. Everyone, gather around. This woman is searching for someone.
A man named Hachibe.
I am Hachibe! Liar! I'm Hachibe! No, I'm Hachibe! I am Hachibe!
They can't all be Hachibe.
Of course not. They're protecting him.
Then I need to draw him out.
Maybe these men would like to hear a song on your shamisen.
A song?
Better not be aiming for my bounties. Too much competition out there. Need to see out the herd.
Finally some civilization in this damn backwater.
Guess it's not him.
I used to play. Not as good as her.
Well, I mean, first off, I just started. Second off, you kind of interrupted me, dude.
Take that shit you call music somewhere else.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Okay, first off, it's not shit. That's the shamisen, and it sounds awesome.
Bloody Strings
Two.
Hachibe.
I'm here to kill you.
Myself away. You here for my bounty?
I am. But first, I'm curious. Why do you hate the shamisen?
My father was swindled by a traveling shamisen player. Every time I
thought it was gonna be.
I think of
I
how
thought it was gonna be one of those. It's like, well, my mom wanted me to
Sad
learn
tale.
it, and I
can't
hated
let
it.
you go.
It's like me and the piano.
You're the one who's not leaving here alive. Hold her down! I'll strangle her with those damn Keep that weapon away from her!
Stop moving. You're archers. You stand in one spot. I think that guy's missing an arm. You dropped this.
Bloody Strings Hachibe is no more.
Stranger, a word. You've done us a great favor. Hachibe and his Ronin were holding us hostage.
It was because of your tips that I was able to draw him out.
I'm glad you understood. Here, please take this as a token of our appreciation.
Stay safe. And try not to pick up any more Ronin.
I mean, technically, aren't you a Ronin? I mean, it's not necessarily that Ronin are bad. It's that those guys were assholes. I'm just saying. I was trying where the hell I was going. This is one of those moments where I'm like, I get like halfway through running there and going, you know, maybe I should have taken my horse. Oh, seeing that I'm just, you know, talking about random shit today. Because, you know, that's like 90% of my channel. It's kind of like a diary where I just sit and spew my thoughts onto the internet. Do the developers of Crimson Desert...
Will you be long?
I like what they have created with that game, but holy shit, man, I hate the horse ride. Something about it just does not click with me.
If I don't get stronger, I'll end up as kindling.
Train with me. You just might learn something.
Like what?
Plenty. Bamboo doesn't fight back.
Tell me about it. I had the rotten luck to live in these demon-infested hills.
First to draw blood wins.
You're incredible. Maybe I do need a break.
Yeah, for some reason those kept getting me. I think it was just one of those I just, you know, go, okay, I'm good to relax, and then go, oh no, shit, I gotta work now.
I could swing a sword like that.
You know, question to anybody out there who, you know, knows swords or knows, you know, stuff like that. Should you, like, when you swing a katana like that, should you be kind of like shooting for kind of like an arcing, or go for more like a true diagonal? Because like if you see the way that those bamboo, like, because she kind of starts up over her shoulder, comes, and as she's coming down, she's kind of angling the cut, so it kind of looks more like a crescent than just like a straight line. Like, is that proper technique, or is that just a cool visual thing they're doing for the game?
Find me, boy.
I'm curious. Yeah, sometimes when you, I feel like when you use the shamisen to, you know, so like, hey, here's this side activity or that side activity, it should not give you. I get it. Like the closest one is like you know, halfway across the map. I get it. It's leading you to the closest one, but still, just don't lead me over this direction. Or you know, I don't know. I just think there's a better way to do it than the way this game handles that. Because when you activate it and the guiding winds are taking you along and you're just riding your horse, like, man, I've been riding this horse forever. And then you look at it and you're like, oh, because it's like, it's going to take me about 20 minutes to get over there. No, thank you. Yeah, hello, Rose.
A fortress. Oni raiders hold the gates.
She is such a sweet cat, but oh my gosh, she is so clingy. Oh, that was close. I didn't aim that well.
Didn't Shiro's bounty poster mention a cliffside by a fortress? Must be Shiro's camp. Looks like no one's home.
This was the time that I was still sitting here going, like, there's got to be a way to figure this out. Like that little camp that we passed down there. There is a guy who will be hanging out down there. I can't remember if you have to.
Need another pair of hands.
You need to finish off the Oni first, or what? But yeah, there's a. But there's a time where that mission becomes available, and I'm just sitting here going, is it now? Is it now? I want it to be now. It's not now. Mostly because my brain is just going, no, I want to finish up all the side activities around here before I do the main mission. Where this game is saying, no, you just do the main stuff, and then you can finish off a lot of the other side stuff. That's perfectly fine. Where my crazy brain just goes, no, I don't like it that way. I want it my way.
That armor looks like it's seen better days. Straight to business.
I like this guy's facial hair.
We met?
But if I would grow my facial hair like that, I'd have people telling me it looks unkempt.
What do we have here?
Bloody Strings Hachibe was a hard man to find. How'd you get his attention?
I played him a little too.
I'm sure it was to
Ha 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 ha.
If you want trouble, I have plenty for sale. I got them primed and ready. Exciting. I knew you'd get that. Make some trouble.
Yeah, I really don't like the... Like, a lot of the fully upgraded versions of a lot of the armors, I am not a fan of. They get too busy, in my opinion. You know, it's like, oh, hey, I've got these long sleeves, and I've got this cool cloak, and I've got all this. Oh, and by the way, none of it has collision. So everything is clipping through everything else. And it bugs the shit out of me. Excuse me. Excuse me. But no, seriously though, if you're gonna design all these like super intricate armors and everything, for the love of God, give the pieces collision. Or you know, if it's too hard to have that happen, don't put the stupid cape on the character.
He left to join Sensei Takahashi. Officially, I can't support what that man is doing. But unofficially, I am glad he and you are on our side.
Your secret's safe with me.
Either way, alright guys, we're getting here to the end. I want to say, as always, thank you so much for watching, putting up with my just craziness as I just sit and yap and you sit and listen for some reason. Thanks for watching. Social media, which is really just the backup channel, down in the description below. Please remember to like, comment, you're not already subscribed to the channel. Help, I just cannot fucking speak today. Help with all those algorithm things and all that. And I'll see y'all in the next one. But until then, guys, I'm out.